I'm back, as promised. So I wanted to briefly go over why you should be planning. And I'm going to be working on my vocal technique. And I'll explain to you why later. But why you should be planning and what the 12-week actual plan, 12-week year plan. I don't know why I have trouble saying all of that in one sentence, but I do sometimes. So, what the 12-week year is. You should plan for 3 basic reasons. First one is it reduces mistakes, right? So if you're thinking ahead and you're planning out what you want, you can make your mistakes ahead of time before you're actually putting your plan into action, right? Rather than be like, oh, I shouldn't be doing, like start something and be like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that, I should be doing this. You can think it out ahead of time. So you don't have to like shiny object syndrome it and just like, oh no, I wasted time there, I wasted time here, I wasted over blah, or be doing the wrong thing to be getting what it is you want. Which brings us to saving time. It saves time, and it's an investment of time up front. That's why we're doing the planning over a period of a week to start next week. But in the end, it saves time because you're not wasting time on things that you shouldn't be doing. And you're using your time wisely, or more wisely than you would be if you didn't think it out. So time investment up front, but in the end, you're using your time more wisely. You'll have more time, because you'll be doing, well, I mean, I'm just kind of repeating myself here. You'll be doing the things that are strategically important to accomplish your goals. And therefore you won't actually be as busy, but you'll be more productive, which will feel great. And then the third thing is it provides focus. So, a lot of times we kind of go through life with just like, okay, I gotta do this next, I gotta do this next, I gotta do that next, blah, 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 blah. But really, what you need to do is be focusing on what it is, how to accomplish your purpose. It gets you more clear on what your purpose is, what you want for your life, what you need to accomplish step by step as you go for what it is you want in life. It keeps you focused on the strategically important activities, which will allow you to reach those goals. And you need to know where you're going in order to get there, right? So when we sit down and we focus in on what it is you want and focus in on what you have to do to get there. Focus, right? Clarity and focus. That equals power. And that's what's going to get you what you want in life. So that's why we should be planning. Now, what is the 12-week year? The 12-week year is a book. It's a system. It's a productivity system. And what it does is instead of thinking in a year, right? Like you have a goal that you set January 1st for a year and you never really reach that goal, do you? Because you don't stay focused. And you don't plan out, you say, oh, I want to lose weight, or even I want to lose 80 pounds or 50 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever it is. But that's very nebulous. And if you don't have something, it's not immediate, right? So like, oh, okay, well, it's January, I can do whatever I want, because, I'll lose the weight, I've got plenty of time. And, or, at work, I want to whatever. I don't know if you're a salesperson or whatever. For me, I want to write 100 books, right? Well, I've got some time, it's all right. I don't have to do 100 right now. And then it gets to be November and you're like, shit, I got to get working on that. If you even remember what your goal was when you started, or you start thinking about your New Year's goal, old New Year's goal. So, you feel guilt and you feel bad about yourself and you start avoiding things because they make you feel bad. But, the 12-week year gets rid of annualized thinking. It focuses you down, it gives you deadlines, and instead of 12 months, you have 12 weeks. So each week is a month, and that's okay. It sounds a little intense, and it is, but you get the things done that you need to get done, and in 3 months, you've accomplished some goals that might have taken you a year if you actually even accomplish them. So your yearly goals are much less accurate. They're much more nebulous. They're much less specific. And with a 12-week year, see, I'm not sure if you can see my mom in the background. I'm at my parents' house, but anyway, with a 12-week year, you're much more focused, and you've got deadlines, so there's a sense of urgency, and so that's part of the system, right? You start with your aspirational vision, you go down to your 3-year vision, you go down to your 12-week plan, and then you go into your weekly plans and your daily plans. That's part of it. The other part is accountability. We'll be discussing that concept later, but what is necessary is for you to create a weekly plan every week, and then check in with your accountability group. And what I'm doing here is rather than having a specific group, because that hasn't worked, sorry, low battery, because that hasn't worked for me yet, bug, I'm going to create my accountability group using everyone out there, you guys out in Facebook land, as my accountability. So I'm making it even more, more intense for myself, because now I'm just kind of putting it out there into the world rather than just like 2 people or 3 people. So that's what I'm doing. Today I will create my aspirational vision. I kind of already have one, but I'm going to go back, I'm going to tweak it, and I'm going to post it on the first video. And I would love it if you guys post your aspirational visions on the first video, which I should have put at the end of the video, but I want to hear anybody who wants to participate. Please, either this video or the last video I did, week 0, day 1, actually about crafting your aspirational vision. Put down your vision and let us all know what it is you intend to accomplish in your life. That's it for today, for the 12-week year goals. And yeah, that's my concept video for the day, and I hope it was useful, and I hope you guys will all come on this journey with me.